bring up Bob Tasca, who went from 6th to 8th in the points after Seattle. He's there on the left. Tim Wilkerson went up in the points, going from 9th into Norwalk and 5th after Seattle. Well, you heard what Warren Johnson said, and it seems that Bob Tasca has taken a little exception to that.
Well, you know, I find it hard to believe. You know, WJ is a champion of the sport. You know, a lot of respect for WJ and what he's done. But for him to come out and call us out and say a blind dead guy can drive one of these cars, I just think it was totally uncalled for, very unprofessional. And WJ, I'm ready for the blindfold match. Just let me know where you want to go. My car will be available for you to jump in there.
Mike, I don't think this is over. Wilkerson and Tasca. What are you thinking, Mike?
I'm thinking I want to see Warren get in that car, because I wouldn't count him out being able to stand on the gas and just take that thing down the track, because that old guy's pretty crafty.
That'd be cool. Dave?
Blindfolded, though? That's the question.
That would be an issue.
Yeah, I got to keep that in mind. Talked with Bob Tasca today. Remember, they've been on that new Ford platform full-time, everything from Force and Ford since Englishtown. And he says quite confidently that he thinks he has a race car that, if he can position himself right in this countdown, can go the distance. He says the one thing, though, that this team is lacking right now are runs on cool racetracks. Well, it's a cool racetrack right now, so you can best believe they're going to be looking at a few things here. But looking toward the fall, they may skip the Indy test session, go to places like Reading in October, where it's going to be cool. Perhaps Charlotte to use their last 2 test days of the year.
Well, as they get ready to move to the line, reminder that we are in the Western Swing, and we move down to now only 3 guys who can actually do it. Anderson, Corey Mack, they have done it. But Tim Wilkerson has a shot at sweeping the swing.
Well, you look how they've done it, both Sonoma and Denver. And, you know, obviously, like you said, Tim Wilkerson has 2 wins here, 1 win at Denver, so he can adapt. And he also has a very good race car, as we've said earlier. I mean, this thing goes down the racetrack and makes a good run. He is with these conditions. Both of these drivers are going to want to step up and try to run a number here.
Sim is going to do it. Left lane by Sim. Tasca a 4.13. And that's going to keep him right in 5th, right where he was. And Tim Wilkerson's going to stay in 8th. Kind of expected a little more.
Yeah, I did. You know, Bob Tasca, obviously a 4.13. They're still struggling to step this thing up in the cool conditions, but they did go down the racetrack. You see Tim Wilkerson on the left side of your screen. Looks like he had some problems early in the run. That car just was not going down the track, and then it spun the tires, and that was the end of that. I thought, like I said, I thought Bob Tasca would have a little bit more. They really are going to have to get a handle on that race car. Cool conditions coming the end of the season to really want to have a shot at that full throttle racetrack. But Bob Tasca definitely has a race car that can win in the heat, though.
Well, John Forrest seems happy with Ford performance this evening. And let's take a look at the standings now. Jack Beckman sits number 1, followed by Gary Denson. Tim Wilkerson rounds out the top 8.
Of the 12 times that carry over, you see Matt Hagan, Del Worship, Ron Capps, Jeff Reynolds in 11th in the points in that final 12th carryover position with a 4.25 elapsed time in the Toyota.
And so those who have not yet made it into this field, pretty good list there, including Melanie Troxel and Tony Pedregon.